Priya clutched the crumpled 500 note in her dupatta pocket as she walked through the bustling streets of Delhi's market. It was all the money she had left in the world. Her small tailoring business had failed during the pandemic, her landlord was demanding 3 months' rent, and her 8-year-old daughter Kavya needed new school books. The monsoon clouds gathered overhead, matching the storm in her heart. She had come to the market hoping to find some cheap vegetables to last them the week, but even the most basic dal seemed beyond her reach now. As she passed the ancient Hanuman temple, she saw him, an elderly man in tattered clothes, sitting cross-legged on a piece of cardboard. His weathered hands held a small brass bowl, and his kind eyes seemed to hold the weight of countless untold stories. A handwritten sign beside him read, "Need medicine for my granddaughter. Anything helps. God bless." Priya stopped. She had walked past many beggars before, usually with genuine sympathy but empty pockets. Today was different. Today, she had something to give, even though giving it meant her own daughter might go hungry. She looked at the old man's face, the same age her father would have been had he lived. Something in his gentle expression reminded her of her papa's words, "Beta, when you give from the heart, even when you have little, the universe listens." Without hesitation, Priya pulled out her last 500 note and placed it gently in the old man's bowl. "Dadaji," she said softly, "for your granddaughter's medicine." The old man's eyes filled with tears. He pressed his palms together in gratitude. "You have a golden heart. May Mata Rani bless you with abundance." Priya smiled, feeling strangely lighter despite her empty pocket, and walked away into the crowded market. As the evening rain began to fall, Priya hurried toward the bus stop, her small bag containing just a few onions and a packet of salt, all she could afford with the coins she found scattered in her purse. Madam, please wait." She turned to see a well-dressed woman in a crisp sari running toward her, slightly out of breath. "I'm sorry to bother you," the woman said, "but I saw what you did at the temple. That old man, he's my father." Priya looked confused. The woman continued, "I'm Dr. Meera Sharma. I've been searching for my father for 3 days. He has dementia and wandered away from our home. When I found him just now, he kept talking about an angel who gave him money for medicine. He insisted I find you." Dr. Sharma's eyes were moist. "You see, my father doesn't need money. We're financially well off. But in his condition, he believes he's still the poor farmer he once was, worried about his granddaughter. That's my daughter. What he needed was kindness, dignity, and to feel useful. You gave him that." She paused, then continued, "I want to repay your kindness, but my father said you wouldn't accept money. So I asked around the market about you. Gupta, the fabric seller, told me about your tailoring skills and your struggles." Dr. Sharma handed Priya a card. "I run a boutique chain called Meera Collections. We've been looking for skilled tailors who can work from home. The pay is good with all materials provided. Would you be interested?" 6 months later, Priya's home-based tailoring business was thriving. She had not only caught up on her rent, but had also hired 2 other women from her neighborhood. Kavya had new books, new clothes, and a smile that never left her face. Every evening, Priya would visit the temple with a small offering and remember the day she learned that giving from an empty hand could fill your entire life. Dr. Sharma and her father became like family. The old man, in his lucid moments, would often tell Kavya stories about how one act of kindness could change the world. "You see, beta," he would say, his eyes twinkling, "when you give from the heart, you don't lose anything. You plant a seed that grows into a garden of blessings." Today, Priya runs a successful tailoring cooperative employing 15 women. She has a simple rule. Every month, a portion of their profits goes to help families in need. Last week, when young Ravi from the slums received a scholarship sponsored by Priya's cooperative, his mother asked how she could repay the kindness. Priya smiled, remembering another rainy evening 6 months ago, and simply said, "Just pass it on." The old man was right. Kindness is never lost. It multiplies, creating ripples that touch lives in ways we may never know. Sometimes, all it takes is the courage to give your last 500 to a stranger and trust that the universe is listening. In giving, we receive. In forgiving, we are forgiven. In dying to self, we are born to eternal life. The spirit of this ancient wisdom lives on in every act of selfless love.